Hello everyone, and welcome. Wait, let's put the camera right. Hello everyone, welcome to this masterclass about how to use the AI as a racing driver or as a team to create a whole season content. Okay, so the thing is, everybody knows about AI, but we never actually think how to use it properly as a racing driver. So today we are going to put everything, all the information I have, all the work I've been doing the last months. I'm going to teach it for free, and I'm going to tell you how to use AI for everything you need in the social media. Okay, so first of all, for all you, if you don't know me, my name is Arnau Viñals. Everybody calls me Vini, and simply I've been working in motorsports for many years. I think I've been involved in motorsports since 2012, but already when I was 4, my father was in motorsports and I started volunteering there. And in the last 3 years, I have worked for many drivers as a photographer, videographer, marketing, and social media, plus doing some websites. And in the last year and a half, I've been studying a lot the AI and how to use it to improve my company, but also to improve racing drivers uh, quality, let's say, or how they can achieve the main goal, which is to become professional in this sport. So that's what we are gonna see today, and that's why the people who is on TikTok and Instagram, please check my stories and go to YouTube because I'm gonna explain you something fantastic and it's gonna last only this time. So we go. I'm gonna show you ChatGPT. To do this, we need ChatGPT account or a Claude account or Gemini. To be honest, I do recommend ChatGPT, and we are going to use the free ChatGPT. Uh, Wait, I don't see it. We are going to use the free ChatGPT version, but of course you can use something more proper like Claude, or you can use ChatGPT Plus. But for those who have ChatGPT Plus, here you can say you can go for the thinking mode. I don't know, sometimes it's here. Yeah, thinking mode. And we are going to get proper results, okay? So first of all, let me check the chat if somebody wrote. If not, we are going to do a sample example. So here is the thing. Let's tell first who we are. We need to tell AI, who are we? So simply, just going to say, I am a racing driver in, let's say, GT4, okay? In GT4, in ADAC GT4, let's say, or I don't know, USF 2000 or Indy Next or ASEAN Le Mans series. You can use any racing series. So you explain here what or who you are and what you do in life, and then we are gonna get some answers, which we are not gonna use it. Okay, we are gonna use a prompt that it's on YouTube. Okay, prompt is on YouTube, so you need to go to YouTube. So I'm writing, hi, I'm a racing driver uh, competing in, let's say, yeah, like GT4 Germany, or let's do something more global like F4 Spain, let's say, this case in F4 Spain. Or I don't know, Euro Cup 3 or any class, I don't know. Let's make it a bit difficult. Let's say I am a racing driver competing in regional karting. All right. So we send we send the message, and he tells us a few things, but that's not the trick. The trick is not what ChatGPT says to us or the question that he is now asking about. Which one do you want to do first? We don't care. We really don't care about it. What we do care is about the prompt I do have. So let me copy paste the prompt I created, okay, with my colleagues of AI Advantage Club. So here is the prompt. I paste the prompt and I'm gonna read it for you, okay? I'm gonna read the prompt. I don't know if you can see it proper. Let me check. Yes, okay. So we need to teach the AI in anything we do. We need to tell them who we are and what we want from the AI. So when the AI is gonna ask us questions is when we are using it properly. So again, the prompt is you are a prompt engineer professional specializing in personal AI use case optimization for a user. Your task is to transform a brief professional description of the user into 10 hyper-relevant, immediately actionable prompts. This prompt, I'm gonna send it. I can send it to anybody of you. Just you need to ask me on Instagram. Okay. So let we tell them critical. Be thorough and professional in your analysis and not think through four-step processes. Well, it's a very big, long prompt. You can check it out, okay? And the thing is that we tell what's important, okay? So we're telling them what we need from them, what we need from AI, because we don't know what to do. Yes, we want to create, or our goal is to create 1 year of social media, but we can also use this prompt to help us to get the sponsorships. Isn't that nice? So that's the thing. So we have this prompt and then we tell him again who we are. So I am a racing driver. So, well, the job description will be for him. So your work is to give me a plan of 12 months of content creation. All right. So we go there. Wait, let me check if we say. Let's just stop. Yeah, perfect. So now we got this result, but this result is not right. Why? Because we didn't set the syncing version. So let's do it again. I mean, we can do it in the normal version, but we want them to really work properly. So again, let's go to the syncing version. And here we go. And now it's thinking, as you can see. And now he has 3 questions for us. Okay, so first thing, 30 days plan. Okay, what do you want to achieve? So to be honest, as a racing driver who is in karting, in regional karting, and has no money to race, actually, the thing is, we want to get noticed, or we want to monetize, or we want to get the sponsorship. So the first answer, or at least in this case, would be to 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 get noticed by potential sponsors and make them pay my races. That's the first thing, you know. Second question, what tools or software do you use most frequently? Okay, here we need to tell what we use. Instagram, CapCut, any of those tools, even GoPro, we need to tell it. So let's say in this case, let's say it would be, I don't know, let's say GoPro, or yeah, we can say we use a GoPro. Let me, yeah, so we use I use, let's say, a GoPro, CapCut, Instagram, and that's it. Okay, we only know these tools. I could say I use more tools, but let's say as an example of a racing driver. Okay, so next, how do you measure success for your content? And the thing is, what we want as a racing driver is to get the drive, to get paid the drive. But we don't know how to get the sponsors. But we can use social media to get the sponsors. So the thing is not the successful thing in social media is not to have 100K followers or 1 million followers, is to reach the followers that can or either create a community, which in this case, a regional karting driver, we don't have the time, or reach the potential sponsors that will see on us a professional guy who they can invest. So how they measure success for your content is not followers, it's not engagement, it's not views, it's sponsorship, sponsors paying me to drive. All right, those are the answers. And again, we check on the thinking mode. This is a free ChatGPT account. If you pay the ChatGPT account, it's gonna get better results. But this is the way to start. Okay, so let's answer those questions. Hi everyone on Instagram. We are live on YouTube, so you can go to my stories and join the live. So you will see how we use the AI to create a whole year of content. Okay, so we get some answers here. We got 10 answers. Those answers are generate sponsors for postals, design content calendars, produce video templates, craft outreach emails, calculate the sponsorship evaluations, optimize Instagram Reels, construct KPI dashboards, compose highlight reels, segment audience profiles. I mean, this sounds like too technique, to be honest, but we need to go in detail of every single one. Okay, so let's check out the first one. This is work you have already. So this is a work you must do. Okay, you have the first work that we must do is generate sponsor proposals. Of course, we know that. We know that, but how does it? How is this useful to social media? Maybe we are missing something. So again, we have the work, but and we can ask them on every toolkit. We can copy the toolkit and go and ask what we must do specifically. But what we are gonna do is ask the ChatGPT what else would help me, would help you actually give me better results. So we are asking the ChatGPT what else would help you give me better results. So we got good results with the prompt, but we are asking for more. We want the best. So again, thinking, and let's see what they say. After a few seconds, he's asking some questions. Okay, so now is when the AI gets to know us. If the AI doesn't know us, they can do random things which are good, but they are not proper to you. If you are a driver in Jamaica, it's not the same as a driver in Barcelona or in Vancouver. It's different strategies. So let's check. To make the 10 prompts templates and deliver blah blah blah. So top priority, race calendar. This is something we need to share. Okay. So let's answer my our race calendar. So my race calendar is, let's say, the Spanish Car Championship, just as an example, or mm, Champions of the Future Academy, or let's say Champions of the Future UK, okay, which is a new championship for this year. So it's Champions of the Future Academy UK. Okay. Second, he's asking monetary target. How much you want the sponsors to pay per race? Let's say per race. I mean, you can ask for the whole season, but he's asking for a race, for every race. So the thing is, we need to think about, I don't know, if, let's say the season is 3,000K, okay, or 100K, I don't care. We are gonna put something in between, okay? So let's say we won 15,000 euros for each race, okay? Because it's not just one thing. It's not just the race when you have more costs than racing. So per race, we want this goal. What else is asking? Current Instagram metrics. I'm gonna say random things here because we are doing a case example, but you can go specific and maybe you get another questions when you ask what else do you need to give me better information. All right. So let's answer. So follower account. Let's say we are original driver and nobody knows us. Let's go to the worst example possible or the hardest example possible. And this would be, let's say we have 500 followers. Okay, we are really low. So who's gonna invest on somebody who has 500 followers? We will see. We have work to do, and this is how we're gonna get the work to do. Okay, so 500 followers. All right, average impression per post. Let's say 200 views per reel. Let's say we never did any reel. I never did any reel. Okay, this is just an example, but you need to tell your truth. So it will be really exactly of what you are following, on what you need. Okay. So what else is asking? Typical engagement rate. This should be a good engagement rate is over 5%, up to 10. Here, let's say nobody knows us, so 3% engagement. Okay. And then let's say and the three best performing posts or link screenshots. Okay, so let's say photo with my first volume. Okay, just an example. Then let's go to the valuable tactical info. So target the sponsor categories, industries you want to approach. This is important because hey, I'm looking for sponsors. Are you looking or you are asking? Because yeah, we want to create the social media, but we want us to get paid for racing. So we need to create the social media not for us, but for potential sponsors or professional. I mean, if you are in F2 or Indy Lights or at GT4 Germany, you know, getting closer to DTM, getting closer to Formula One or to IndyCar or even to NASCAR, this changes a lot because it's not mainly about the sponsorship, but this you can use this prompt to really know how can you approach or how can you get the attraction or the yeah how the big teams can get interested in you. All right, so let's answer the fourth point, which is target the sponsors. And in this case we need to be clever. The local shops can help us, yeah, but if we are asking 15,000 euros, we need something else, you know. So let's say industries. Of course, if we want to be sponsored by Red Bull, we can try to approach this kind of people, but we need to also be realistic. Okay, so which industries we want? We want, I want to approach, let's say, I don't know, tech companies in the UK, or yeah, tech companies in the UK, for example. Okay, next question. Existing sponsors relationship. So names, deliverables you are already committed to, or anything we have. We don't have anything, so we tell them. Okay, so next question. Typical content assets. Short descriptions of the GoPro angles you record, home, or boards, helmet, beats, or wherever you have existing raw clips you can upload. So let's say I have on board camera clips from helmet view, let's say. Okay, more questions, more creative questions or operational. So it's asking us brand assets on voice. So logo, brand colors, everything we have. And if we don't have it, anyway, we can say we don't have it. So let's say this regional car driver doesn't have any assets. So we tell them, so I do not have any logo or brand colors or bio done yet. Okay. So next one is gonna be about production capacity. How many hours per week you can spend on shooting, editing, and whatever you can do. So this is an important question. I suggest to say only 1 hour, because if you say like, yeah, I have 8 hours a week to work on this, it's not realistic. And actually, ChatGPT or any AI, but especially ChatGPT is going to tell you, oh, really, 1 hour? And it's going to tell you like 1 hour, but like crazy things to do. So let's say 1 hour per week, okay, on how much time we can invest. Of course, if we can invest more, better, but it's telling us special things to do, it's telling us specific things to do. We need to check it out. We need to start doing it. So now we are creating the strategies. So next question is preferences. Which formats do we want? So let's say Instagram, Reels, posting cadence. Sorry, Instagram Reels, posting cadence. Let's say about, I don't know, 3 posts per week initially, and then maybe I can post once per day. Okay. What else is asking? So, and where sponsors want rights to reuse content? And yes, sponsors can always use all my content. Next, commercial and legal. Any categories you will not accept, like alcohol, gambling. Yeah, here we need to be clear because no alcohol, because by law you can. No gambling in many countries in Europe at least, and no drugs or similar. This is important, okay? And contract clauses, we don't care. Okay, so again, let's check thinking mode and let's see what's the plan, because now we're gonna have a better plan to post on social media to get sponsorship. Okay, I don't know if you ever had this kind of information, but I know it's very powerful, and yeah, looks like We already got the answer. And now we got 10 answers, yeah. So we got generate the sponsor proposals, we got the design content calendar, produce video templates, compose outreach emails, calculate the sponsorship valuations, optimize Instagram Reels, KPI dashboards, compose highlight reels. Okay, this is a driver that has nothing, just onboard cameras, onboard videos. So if you have photos, if you have more videos, if you have more resources, you can tell them, and the result is gonna be completely different. And if you're a driver of Formula 2 or Formula 4, the results are going to be completely different. Okay, and if you are from Ukraine or from Russia or from America, or from Japan or from Kenya, the result is going to be completely different. So this is a driver from the UK. The example, we got this driver from the UK driving one make championship in karting. He's doing regional only, and we want to get sponsors thanks to social media to race, but growing in social media. No, we don't know if growing. That's not the goal. The goal is to create the plan to post the whole season. But we want to achieve sponsors as well. So let's say generate a sponsor proposal, draft on one page sponsorship proposal. Okay, let's take this first toolkit. Okay, later we go for more toolkits. And we go enter. Okay, and let's check what he's gonna tell us. So he's already doing the sponsorship proposal. Of course, we can use other AIs such as Gamma or other many AIs, and you can actually do the sponsorship. Actually, if you know more about this, you could use all this information, use N8N, and automatically use all the information that ChatGPT or all the work that ChatGPT wants us to do and do it automatically, even looking for the emails or contacts and sending via email. This is very powerful, but this is for another day. This is very, very powerful, so I'm not gonna explain it today. Okay, so let's go on. This is the whole sponsorship. Okay, so investment 3K, 6K, 15K. Okay, and we tell what they are gonna do. Okay, all right. So this is the first thing. Of course, now you need to do the work. But let's go to something more social media. Okay, let's use this one for example. This toolkit optimize Instagram Reels. Okay, so we ask and we put the thinking. I didn't use the thinking before, so let's do it. Let's see what is telling us, because according to what is telling us in the social media, we can. I'm gonna show you a prompt, a very powerful prompt of how to use or how to make reels that work. Okay, so they thought, and this is the benchmark. This is what we need, and overall experiment design. Okay, so it's telling us how to do the reels. Okay, fantastic. Again, this is telling us what to do and how to do it. The thing, well, it's telling us what to do. The thing is, it's not telling you what exactly say in every reel. Okay, so cadence, posting 3 reels per week. Wow, good. Testing duration. Okay, 4 weeks. Rotation schedule. Total calendar. Okay, so it's giving us a plan for 1 up to 3 months. Okay, here post tracking sheet, because this is important. Why we need that? Because we want to raise. We want somebody to pay for us racing, but we need to use the social media. It's our tool to achieve potential sponsors, so we need to track everything. And here is how we can track. Okay, and here we got everything else: reporting cadence, deliverables, how to run each AI test or plan, choose two concrete variants and name them. Okay, so hooks, you get everything. You get everything. The thing is, how do we know what to do on the social media? So I'm gonna give you another example. Okay, we are gonna open a new chat about it. But again, it's telling us how to run each A/B test, how to edit, how to shoot it. Okay, and this is only a driver who only has onboard videos, and it's giving a whole plan to grow on social media, to measure everything, and to reach sponsors. I mean, it's a specific plan for you for free. So it's up to you to use it. And then we go to convert winners into reusable Kafka templates. Okay, so here we have how to use the templates and how to reuse it maybe. Okay, there is a lot of information to do. But now I want to use another prompt for you. I'm gonna share the prompts for everybody who wants to use the prompts. You can ask me on Instagram, okay, about the prompts. Just send me a DM and I will send you the prompts, okay? So the next prompt about the social media, let me copy. I'm copying the prompt. Yep. So prompt is copy and I get back here. So now I copy this prompt, okay? This is how to make specific content, okay? It doesn't care if it's Instagram Reels, if it's post, if it's TikTok, if it's YouTube, it doesn't care. Use this prompt, okay? Again, on Instagram, we are on YouTube, so check my stories and join me on YouTube, okay? So we tell the prompt is you are top 0.1 viral copywriter. Your task is to write a scroll stopping post, okay? Ask me clarifying questions until you are 95% confident you can complete the task successfully. And here is the context. So I use it myself. So context is my expertise and personal branding for racing drivers. So here we say my expertise. I am a racing driver in the UK, racing in karting regional championships. Okay. Then my audience. Who is my audience? This is very important to me. Of course, it's you, racing drivers, team managers, etc. But for my audience, uh, I mean, as a racing driver or rider, your audience is who you want to focus. So you just want followers, you just want the sponsorship, or you want a big community. You can ask for everything. So my audience is potential, well, potential no, sponsors ready to pay me for racing. Then we have, let's say, we could ask about, yeah, motorsport fans, local fans. Okay. Then we can also ask about, I don't know, team managers in national championships. Okay. I see already some message on Instagram. I will answer after this, okay? And then we got the output. So the output in this case was write one Instagram post using this structure. And we are going to change this a bit. Write 5 Instagram posts or write 10 Instagram posts or now we are going to be so specific. So we are going to say write one Instagram reel or post using this structure. 8th grade reading level, so this has to be easy to read, controversial, sorry, opening, never use bold letters or end dashes, frequent line breaks, bullet points for list, active voice only, no emojis, hashtags or fluffy words, and finally, wait, I sent it. Let's stop this. Sorry. And finally, uh, I almost freaked it out. This can happen. So yeah. And finally, create 3 unique post variations. So we are asking them to do one thing and do it 3 different ways. Okay. So we do that. And we are asking. So now we ask about this. And because we want the ChatGPT or the AI to be sure at 95%, it's telling us, I'm not sure yet. And that's why we got more questions. Because who is using AI and the AI is asking you questions? Not many people knows how to do that. So I'm telling you how to do for free. I mean, this is crazy. So what actions do you want after they read it? It's important. It's important. What do we want? Do we even think about social media? What's the point of post anything? We never do. So what do we want after they read it? We want DM us, DM me in this case, email. Remember your name. Sorry. Remember my name. Follow me. Okay. Next, what proof are you comfortable using right now? Examples: podium, lifetime championship name, work ethic, data mindset. So we need something to show as a social media. So let's say we are a rational driver, but we are not getting any podiums. What we do, work ethic, is the thing is people sponsors because who you are, not for what you achieve. I mean, of course, it's important what you achieve, but who you are is more important because it links to the values. Okay, and people follow you because who you are. So work ethic is very important, and uh, because let's say I want people follow me for who I am and how I am. Okay. Next question. What belief? Oh yeah, huge. We go to the questions at the end. Okay. And then I will answer all the questions when I finish the whole presentation live on YouTube. So the third question is asking is what belief do sponsors currently have that you want to challenge? This is important. In F2 case, in Formula 4 case, in karting, in Le Mans case, we need to think differently. Okay, so this is going to be different. In this case, we are doing a regional UK driver who is in karting. So the challenge could be karting has no ROI, or you need thousands of followers, or small drivers aren't worth sponsoring. So yeah, those beliefs are actually right. So let's tell them. Yeah, all this, uh, all those examples are right. Wait, all right. Then tone preference. This is very important as well. How we want to say the things in social media. Are we somebody who says everything so direct, which can be me? I'm quite direct, to be honest. Is are we? I don't know, a bit shy. So maybe we can say shy but professional. Okay, you need to say What's the tone? Okay, so the tone that you say is how the content is gonna be. Okay, so this is very important that you just tell the truth, not what you want to do or what would you like to be, but who you are. So if you are a direct person, say direct. If you want to say, I don't know, energetic, confident, competitive, just go ahead. Okay. And final questions is asking, do you want this written as if you are speaking the first person or position as public statement? This is very, very interesting as well. So this is how I raise, or I, let's say more as a public statement. It's always gonna work better. Okay, so again, we check on the thinking mode, very important, and we go. And let's see what we are getting, which are the answers we get. Okay, now it's thinking more, and there we go. We got 3 examples of content. So we got all this. So we got the educational, we got what we got the contrarian, and we got the list goal. Okay, so sponsors you back the wrong drivers. This is very straight. Sponsors, wow, this is very straight. Okay, so sponsors you back the wrong drivers when you chase follower counts. This is how I deliver value from the copy. I'm raising champions of the future academy UK. I record help me go pro footage every session. I post high retention clips that show speed and control. Why sponsor me? Well, this is quite direct. Contrarian. If you think thousands of followers equal value, you misunderstood the sponsorship. Wow, this is a very powerful hook as well. Or educational. Controversial fact, sponsor ROI comes from relevance, not followers totals. Interesting. Yeah, all this may work. All this actually works because I did this and I do this. And we don't have to be crazy because we don't get, I don't know, 20K followers. We don't have to. But again, we got the plan. Okay, this is just one stage how to do the content, but we got the whole plan on how to use social media. Here is the plan how to use the social media and what to do to use social media to get sponsors. Maybe we want to use social media just grow as a racing drivers. Then it's fine. Then hey, I want 100K followers. Okay, we tell them, hey, I want to use social media to get money to race. We tell, hey, I want to use social media to get the attraction from IndyCar teams. We do it. Okay, and social media is not just Instagram, it's TikTok, it's YouTube. YouTube, guys, you are missing a lot of opportunities with YouTube. Go all in YouTube. Please do it. Because in social media, in Instagram, we are scrolling. In TikTok, we do the same. Even YouTube shorts, but YouTube videos are long and people is willing to watch the whole video and will know more about you. So YouTube is the thing. But also LinkedIn. I mean, you need to be on LinkedIn if you want sponsors or if you want to be approached by top teams. So again, here is the whole strategy. It's up to you to do it, okay? And you can write me and ask me for the prompt, okay? When I finish my website, I may post it as well. So, hey, David. So, yeah, and now I want to show you. Let me see if I can show you. Yes, I can. I want to show you more things about this. So, yeah, there we go. Well, any questions so far? I've seen somebody on Instagram was asking questions. Let me check it on YouTube if there is any questions. If not, I continue. Okay, so now you know what the tools are. You have the whole plan to use social media for you for free. A whole plan on your specific goals and who you are as a racing driver. This is so powerful. You got the tools. But do you think you can do all this by yourself? I mean, I think you can, but you really need to think about it. Again, like racing, we have the coach, we have the mechanic. Racing is a teamwork. And racers, I think they need a media team behind this to do the whole thing. I mean, there is a lot of benefits from this. A lot. There's never been so easy to know what to do and to get the tools to promote ourselves. I mean, 10 years ago, we got mm, the social media, yes, but we didn't know what to do. Or we were doing just fine, let's say, or even 3 years ago or 4 years ago. Now we know we have a place that we can use the whole thing, the whole information of everywhere in the internet and use it to our advantage. So yeah, I see the questions. If you can ask the questions and we ask the question, I will answer the questions later. Okay. So like a racing coach, racers need a media team. Okay. This is something very important. You need to look for somebody to help you out. And you can use the system for free or I can help you achieve your goals. So this season, I'm only working with 10 racing projects that are worth my time. And what I mean is worth my time is that I don't want to be spending a lot of time on track to hundreds of championships. I just want to use championships that are important and racing drivers that I see I can properly help. Okay. And I guess if you're here, it means that you're actually willing to go the next mile. Okay. And let's go to the next mile, which is an exclusive package for you. So the thing is, I want to help one driver specifically this season that has all the traits to do great, but there's always something missing, you know? There's always, let's say, is missing what we post, is missing what we are doing. We are always looking for anything else to do. Well, I work for many drivers, and many of them, let's say, they are not mm, believers of their own success. And this is a trait that is easy to see. And I will see that easily. And you can give this, let's say, this trait is not easy to change, but you can work on this trait. And that's why I want to use one driver and give it all everything. So this exclusive package includes recap season, okay, direct access to me, to my WhatsApp. We adjust the social media to real trends. We will post at least 5 times per week during non-racing weekends because we always think it's all about racing weekends, but it's not. The most important thing is that people still remembers you when there is no racing weekends. All right. Also, we are going to do 2 media days because it's very important. Look, we can have one media day and share everything and do the content because you may be shy or it may go wrong. And we're gonna do another media day at mid-season. And then we're gonna have a dedicated team members only for you the whole racing weekends. And yeah, team member will exclusively work for you as if it was your own worker, okay? And if you don't have it, we will have website optimization and maintenance, or we will create a website for you. And we will do the media day, but we will teach you media training, which is not only media training, but is also to speak to the camera, to speak to potential sponsors or events or yeah, public relationship. And we will be on track ourselves doing the photos and videos for you. And the idea is also to use the YouTube. Okay, so this is a very strong package for racing drivers. Okay, how can we make this thing work? I mean, we can say what we can do, but you don't have to give a shit about what we can do. How we guarantee it's going to work? Strategy goals monthly. I mean, we need to change the strategy if we need to change it. But what I do not like is, for example, last year I was working for a Porsche team and we were constantly changing the strategy. Like at the beginning was like, okay, this team is great. Let's tell everyone why is this great. And it was working fine, let's say the first 3 months, but then the sponsor approached us, well, or the team said, we need to do more sponsor approach and said, you know what? Yeah, let's do that, okay, but not changing all the time. We do not need to change all the time. So we did that. But then it was more like, hey, we need to be more influential. So yeah, 3 strategies in a year it doesn't work. But if we have a time that if we have to implement anything, then it's gonna be fine. And we are gonna do it. So what would be the price for this service? I mean, you have at the end of the day a team behind you, willing to work for you, willing to go all in for you. So this is any agency, and I work for some agencies in Spain. This is very expensive. So just think for a number. So the thing is, this would be 60K per year. But because I said I want you to succeed, I'm gonna give you a 50% discount to only one driver. So you can send me a DM and send me a message 50 on Instagram, and I will see if it's worth or not to work with you or no. The thing is, you need to start now. You have the tools to do it. So you can do it yourself, or I can help you out. Or you can get all the noise that you see on social media, all the fancy stuff that doesn't work and keeps you there at the same spot, or work on the long term. So it's up to you guys. So yeah, I seen on Instagram you guys are a bit crazy. It's fine. But the thing is, this is for people that actually need it. And I've been working for many drivers, and it's up to them to describe if it works or not. So let's see. And I see fans from other championships and other, mm, let's say, colleagues. You know, I always appreciate what they do, and I've been close, very close with one of the drivers that has been with other different companies. And the thing is, I don't want to keep doing just social media because that's not what we do. We need to understand ourselves as the drivers. We need to understand ourselves that we are really all in, that we are a brand, but not a brand because we are, I don't know, Coca Cola. No, we are a brand that we need to use. Not many drivers, not many people get the chance to drive in life. You're going to use it. You need to use your 100% of that. So that's the thing. Um, if you need any more questions, I'm here available. And if not, I see you on to the next one. Thank you.